Good morning, students. I welcome all of you here in Shravan Kumar classes. In the second video of physics, chapter electricity, till Ohm's law I had already explained each and everything. And from Ohm's law we got the term resistance. Okay, students. So what is the resistance? Firstly, we should know that resistance is denoted equal with R equal V by I. Means actually resistance is the ratio of potential difference to the electric current, where it is the physical property of a conductor that opposes flow of charge through itself. Suppose that this is the conductor. Okay, students, this is a conductor, so it will have a physical property, and that property will only be known as the resistance that will oppose the flow of charge through it. This is the natural thing that is found everywhere in every body and every time. So you should know that resistance is the property, a physical property of a conductor that opposes flow of charge through itself, and it is denoted by the ratio of potential difference to the electric current, where its SI unit is omega. That is simply known as ohm, 1 ohm. Okay, students. So this resistance or resistance depends on some factors. So what are these factors, students, on which it depends? First property is that, suppose that this is a wire having length L1, and this is the wire conductor, you can say L2, having the resistance R1 and R2. So in this case L2 is greater than L1. So definitely R2 will be greater than R1. Means, students, resistance is directly proportional to length of a conductor. If length will be increased in the same ratio, the resistance will also increase. Okay. And second, that is, let this is the conductor having cross sectional area A1. Here it is known as the cross section area, and there the another conductor is there having the cross section area A2. So simply you see there that area 2 is greater than area 1. Area 2 is greater than area 1. So definitely R2, let this is R2, and it will have R1. So R2 will be less than R1. R2 will be less than R1. Hence you will find resistance is inversely proportional to the cross section area. Means if area will be more, resistance of that conductor will be less. But if length will be more, resistance will be also more. Length will be less, resistance will be also less. So let that is the equation number 2, and here this is equation number 1. So on combining first and second, students, resistance is directly proportional to L by A. Remember, L by A. So this is the direct proportion, means proportional sign is there. So to remove it, we must have to give any constant of proportionality. So let R equal rho, this is known as the rho, students, rho L by A, where this is rho, means this P is simply written as P, known as the rho. So rho is the constant of proportionality. When you will cross multiply, rho will be RA upon L, where R is the resistance. So 1 rho equals 1 ohm into area is measured in meter square and length is also in meter. So meter to meter will be cancelled. So 1 rho will be 1 ohm meter. This is the SI unit of resistivity. So this is known as this formula that we have got, R equal PL by A, and here we have got the rho. So this will be known as the specific resistance, and simply it is known as resistivity or resistivity. See, resistivity does not depend on the shape or size or length or area of a material. It is the property of a material, while the resistance, here we have known there, resistance is the property of specific objects dependent on its shape, size or length, as you have seen in equation 1 and equation 2 also. Along with that resistance is also dependent on temperature and the nature of conductor. Simply copper will have less resistance than the iron. Understood? So it is the natural material and it's dependent on the nature of the conductor also. So you have understood what is resistance, students. Resistance is the physical property of a conductor that opposes the flow of charge. It depends on length, area, temperature and nature of conductor. But actually it is the directly proportional of length while inversely proportional to cross-sectional area. When we combine first and second, we get R directly proportional length upon area. So R here, this rho, as I have used as the constant of proportionality. So this rho indicates the specific resistance whose SI unit is 1 ohm meter. 1 ohm meter, and that is also known as the resistivity. Where I told you that resistivity is does not depend on the length or area. It is the specific resistance of a material, where the resistance is the directly proportional to length and cross-sectional area. Okay, student, means it depends on that. So now resistance is combined, means combination of resistance is of two ways, that is the series combination and parallel combination. So in series combination, students, what happens there, remember there, R1, R2, R3, and both are connected. R1, R2 and R3, as we have taken as the resistors, they have connected in the series. Okay, in the full video you have read about all those things, but actually when this is connected, any potential difference, means battery or a cell, on observation it is found that same current, means I, if we take here I, same current flows through each resistor, while potential difference, students, means if you will measure here V1, V2 and then after V3, then all these three will be different. Means potential difference is different for each resistor. Understood? Where V is equal of V1, V2 and V3. See, if from there to that point, if you will measure, take it as a V, then that net potential difference is the sum of each potential differences. So V equal IR, here also IR1, IR2, IR3, because I is same, so that's why we need not to write I1, I2 or I3. So I will be taken as common, R1 plus R2 plus R3. So net resistance is equal of R1 plus R2 plus R3 and so on. Understood? So net resistance is the sum of each resistances. Okay student, but it will have some disadvantages also. This type of combination, means series combination, is never used as household wiring. As you know that if suppose that R1 get fused, then the R3 will stop working. Understood? And hence you know that different appliances, these are the appliances, suppose that, so then they will require different amount of electric current as per their resistances. So but here we are providing them same current, so that's why no one will work properly. Okay students, no one will work, as each device require electric current as per their resistances. Okay, so that's why no one will work properly. And suppose that this is 3 ohm and it is connected with 4 ohm and it is connected with 5 ohm, so definitely 3 ohm, 4 ohm and 5 ohm will get same amount of electric current, but 4 ohm, 5 ohm and 3 ohm are the different resistances, so they will definitely require different amount of electric current. So how they will work properly? Understood? So this is the reason. And when if they are combined in series, when they will be added 4, 3, 7 and 5, 12 ohm, means this 12 ohm is more than 3 also, 4 also and 5 also. So net resistance is more than each resistances in a series combination. Remember, question always comes related to the disadvantage of series combination. So you should remember what is the disadvantage of series combination or why it is not supposed for household wiring. So I have told you that any one of the device get fused, the devices after that will never work or stop working. Okay, different appliances when connected in a series, they require different amount of electric current as per their resistances, but in series combination same electric current is provided to each resistance, so no one will work properly. And third is that net resistance becomes greater than each individual resistances, so that causes the production of heat also. So that's why series combination is not provided as the household wiring. Okay, next that is the parallel combination. Here R1 and R2 have been, means the positive, all positive ends terminals and negative terminals are connected to the positive and all negative terminals are connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So this is the best combination. Why? Because here the value of I divides into I1 and I2, whereas the potential difference, when you will measure there the potential difference across these two, they are same. They are same. See, so here in the parallel combination, potential difference remains same, means voltage is same. The value of I is different for different appliances as per their requirement, means they can take, that was not available here in the series combination, students. So here I is, means total I, let it I, so I is equal of I1 plus I2, and if many more resistances have been combined, so you can write also. So I equal V by R, so here V by R1 plus V by R2. Remember, I am giving you only shortcut way to find and the revise the chapter. I am not giving you more explanation. Okay, students, I have not written anything of the explanation. Only I am giving you the main key points. Remember that. If you have to watch all these in a detailed way, then you should visit my channel Shravan Kumar Classes, where all videos are available in a descriptive way. Okay, students. So V by R equal V by R1 plus V by R2. So V is taken as common. So it will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So net resistance here in the parallel combination, see here in the parallel combination, the reciprocal of the net resistance is equal to the sum of reciprocals of each resistances. Okay, so net resistance is always less than each. Suppose that this is 3 ohm you have connected in a series, a parallel, and this is 4 ohm. So definitely the net resistance will be less than 3 ohm also and 4 ohm also. Understood? And each device in there, suppose that any one R1, that is the resistance of any appliance, if it get fused, then the other device R2 will not stop working. It will keep on. It will keep on working. Understood, student? And here the potential difference means V is same for each appliances, so they can draw the electric current as per their requirement. So this is the basic benefit of the parallel combination. Hence it is supposed or it is applied in our household wirings. Everyone will have house and they can check it that if there is the series combination or parallel combination in their houses. So why parallel combination is preferred for the household wiring? Just I have told you, the net resistance is less than each individual resistances. Okay, student? And next, the potential difference remains the same. So each device can draw as much electric current as they required. That is not available there in series combination. So in a very short way, I have given you about the whole detailed ideas about resistance, how it depends on, how it is connected, and what are the benefits or the disadvantage of these combinations. Okay, students, thank you very much for keep watching my video. Okay, thank you.